Hi, welcome to Kids Count Therapy. We're excited that you are part of our KCT family. My name is Iris Leathers. Today I will highlight some important information regarding our company. In addition to reviewing our KCT Handbook, I'll also provide information regarding our payroll portal called ADP Total Source, and I'll briefly introduce you to a few tools that you will use while working at Kids Count Therapy. Right now, I'll take a few minutes to introduce myself, and I'd love to hear from you and a little bit about your story that brought you to KCT. At KCT, our mission is to serve kids and their families in the Indianapolis, Brownsburg, Crawfordsville, and Whitestown areas together. We believe our mission is an important part of our culture at KCT. We hope to display certain traits each day that we work with our clients, their families, and each other. SERVE represents our 5 traits of selflessness, empathy, resource, value, and encouragement. Let's take a look at ABA, RBT scheduling information. Our ABA clinic is open between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Our outpatient and mental health buildings are between the hours of 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Our ABA therapists can be scheduled anytime between 7:50 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. ABA therapists may carry a caseload of about 2 to 3 kids. However, the schedule may vary each day. ABA therapy is one client to one therapist, so it's very important to communicate any last-minute schedule changes, such as call-ins or late arrivals. Please save these important numbers to your phone. There's one for Brownsburg therapists and another for Crawfordsville. Please text any time, day or night. The more notice, the better, so that we can make sure your shift is covered and the schedule adjusted. We use ADP Total Source program for our timekeeping and our payroll. Your fingerprint will be registered on the time clock. Please be sure to use the time clock when clocking in and clocking out, and not the ADP mobile app while at the clinic. The ADP mobile app should only be used for vocational building, transportation, or school therapists. Therapists are allowed to clock in up to 5 minutes before the start time or 5 minutes after their end time. If there's a discrepancy in your punches and your scheduled time, you can complete the time clock authorization form located in the KCT Team Google Drive. All employees must complete a paid orientation process. If you're an ABA therapist, you'll complete Relias videos as a part of the preparation for the Registered Behavior Therapist exam. Communicate your progress on the RBT application process with both Carolyn Beatty and Morgan Hunter in Brownsburg. Lauren Mann in Crawfordsville can help with this process. We are paid every other Friday. A direct deposit is required for your paycheck. However, your first check will be a paper one. Your pay stubs, tax documentation, and benefit information are all found in your ADP Total Source payroll portal. We don't follow any of the local school systems for cancellations or delays, so please be sure to check your text or KCT email for information during inclement weather. You will receive a Groupcast email or text for notification if KCT is going to cancel or delay the opening of the clinic. Also, closures or delays will be posted on social media for KCT clients and their families. You are paid for holiday hours only if they fall on regularly scheduled workday or hours. You must complete the full scheduled shift the day before and the day after the holiday to receive holiday pay. For December and January holidays, you must complete the full scheduled shift the 2 days before and 2 days after the holiday. If the holiday falls within an approved vacation period, you'll still receive holiday pay. If the holiday falls within jury duty or bereavement leave, you'll still receive the holiday pay. We encourage employees to use vacation time for incidental time due to sickness or for personal affairs. PTO is explained in the offer letter. You'll request PTO by creating a request in the ADP Total Source portal. You'll request PTO 2 weeks prior to the dates requested, but the more notice, the better. We would still appreciate as much notice as possible, but only 1 week notice is needed if taking a day or less. There is an appointment rule that you do not have to use PTO for a doctor or dentist appointment as long as you are able to come in by 10 a.m. or leave after 2 p.m. where there's only 2 hours or less missed. You will need to bring in a doctor's note as confirmation. PTO will be used for call-ins or unscheduled leave early or arrive late times. These will also be in 4-hour increments. You are allowed 3 days as approved non-paid time off, so you won't need to use your PTO for these. You must use PTO before taking any unpaid time off. ABA therapists will have a 30-day wait period before PTO is applied to their balance. Lastly, any unaccrued PTO used will be deducted from your final paycheck if you do leave. We offer paid bereavement leave. If an employee or spouse loses first cousin, aunt, uncle, grandparent, niece, or nephew, they will receive 3 paid days if attending formal funeral services. If not attending services, they will receive 1 paid work day. A form must be signed by the funeral home personnel and turned into Kim. If an employee or spouse loses a parent or sibling, they will receive paid time off up to 5 work days. If an employee or spouse loses a child or spouse, they will receive paid time up to 10 work days. An employee must inform Kim before taking bereavement leave. Now let's take a look at insurance benefits. Full-time employees are eligible for our insurance programs for themselves and for their family. We do offer health, dental, and vision. Benefit information will be available to you after 7 days from the date of hire through ADP Total Source. You must sign the waiver even if declining insurance. You can enroll in any combination of the programs available: health, vision, and dental. We do also offer 401k retirement plan. You must be with KCT 1 year before you're eligible for this benefit, and KCT will match 4% of your contributions. If you have any questions regarding any of the benefits offered, please call ADP at My Life Advisor at 844-448-0325. For absence or tardiness, please contact these numbers listed. It's very important to advise as soon as possible if you must call in. This should be done before 6:30 a.m. You may text anytime, even in the middle of the night. This allows the directors and the managers the time to adjust the schedule. Clinics are open every morning by 7:45, and they complete the end of day by 4:30. Appointments begin at 8 o'clock. Therapists are scheduled in 10 minutes before a client arrives, if preparation is required. Therapists are required to prepare and organize needed materials before therapy begins. During the last part of your shift, please complete chores and clean up workspace and all materials. Use every opportunity to teach life skills, including organization and cleanup at the end of the day. You may clock in up to 5 minutes before your scheduled shift, and you must clock out within 5 minutes of your scheduled end time. Please be sure to complete the time clock authorization form, located in the KCT Team Google Drive, or time will be adjusted back to the scheduled end time. Please respect the privacy of parents and children when speaking in the presence of others about a child's day. Parents must wait for children in the designated drop-off or pickup areas and may not walk through the clinics. Be mindful of what you're saying and how you're saying it. There may be visitors in the clinic, such as school staff, parks and recreation employees, or other partner volunteer organizations. Kids Count Therapy provides company computers to directors, BCBAs, program managers, outpatient therapists, mental health therapists, and office team members. Employees are not permitted to utilize personal computers for work. Personal Google Drives are not permitted to store client and company information. KCT uses Central Reach to store client information and employee information. KCT team members should avoid multiple relationships with clients and hold client confidentiality as priority. Therefore, interacting with parents on social media is highly discouraged. You may not use social media while at work. Confidentiality rules apply on social media. Be mindful about how you are representing yourself and Kids Count Therapy through social media. Client confidentiality is priority. Employees may not disclose any confidential company or client information. Client information, including details of programs, behavior intervention plan, and other personal information, should only be shared with employees on that child's team. All documents with protected health information, including names, must be shredded. Personal cell phones may not be out during therapy. Due to confidentiality, pictures and videos may not be taken during therapy. Smoking is prohibited on Kids Count Therapy property, including in vehicles. Electronic cigarettes are also prohibited. The dress code for shirts and tops is as follows. ABA therapists are required to wear Kids Count Therapy top, which is a t-shirt, long sleeve shirts, quarter zips, fleece, vests, or sweatshirts. Managers, BCBAs, office team, and outpatient therapists are required to wear a top with a Kids Count logo or a professional top with a crew neck or a solid color scrub top. All shirts must have long or short sleeves. All KCT employees must wear jeans, capris, or other casual solid pants or scrubs. We want to avoid any holes in the pants. There's no leggings or sweatpants, basketball, athletic shorts, or exercise pants. Solid color shorts or long skirts are permitted, but must be knee length and of jean or khaki material. Kids Count Therapy will not be responsible for broken jewelry. It's suggested to remove all jewelry, but follow these minimum guidelines. Any necklace should be tucked in your shirt, only stud earrings and only stud nose rings. All other visible piercings must be removed during work hours. You don't want to wear jewelry if you're working with a child with high behaviors. Any visible tattoos over 1.5 inches in width, length, or diameter must be covered with clothing or cloth. If you have any questions regarding this, please see Lindsay or Frank. As far as shoes and socks, wear only shoes with a closed toe and back. You need to be comfortable and ready to move fast if needed. Let's take a look at the ABA and outpatient team meeting information. Team meetings are mandatory. Brownsburg, Crawfordsville, and outpatient team meetings are listed in the KCT Team Drive. If you're unable to attend a team meeting, please provide notice to Kim. You must make up these supervision hours at another time. Team meetings are after clinic hours and are paid for, and snacks are provided. A document containing holiday closings, all team meeting dates, and other events are located in the KCT Team Google Drive under Important Dates. Sometimes an employee must leave due to a move, continued education, or another reason. Please remember that the children can be affected by this change. We ask that you provide at least 30 days notice to allow time for a proper transition plan for the client. Please speak to anyone in leadership to communicate any issues prior to deciding to leave. Authorized employees transport clients to and from home, therapy centers, schools, and community outings using the KCT van. Transportation goals will be incorporated into treatment plans and must be carried out. Clients may be scheduled for community outings. During the client outings, therapists must only travel directly to the destination and back to the clinic. You cannot stop anywhere for gas or food or anything like that. You'll follow the client behavior intervention plan and programming goals during all of the outings. Before you leave for an outing, you'll sign out at the front desk and then sign back in upon return. Therapists represent KCT and wear Kids Count therapy apparel while in the community. Let's take a look at client medication. All client medication is stored in a locked safe at the front desk. It's important to know if your child receives medication while at the clinic. Only BCBAs, directors, or managers administer client medication according to procedure. Notify a BCBA, director, or manager when parents bring in any new medication. Parents must sign a medication release before KCT administers client medication. For any client injury, even minor, complete a client incident report located on CR. If a child comes in with an injury, such as a new bruise, a scratch, etc., please also note these on the incident report. Fill out a therapist's incident report for anything that happens to you, the employee. You must notify Kim, Allie, Lexi, or Taylor on the day of the injury. Please do not seek medical care on your own for something that happened at Kids Count Therapy. Kim, Lexi, Allie, or Taylor will provide appropriate documentation along with the location of where to go for medical treatment. Please find a manager or BCBA when completing your first incident report. Incident report forms must be signed by a BCBA or a manager. Parents provide all food for clients, except for the Kids Count Therapy reinforcement snacks. Please remember that KCT snacks serve as reinforcement and are not to be used as a snack item for clients or for therapists. See the permissions lists located on the client's CR page to see what snacks each child is allowed to consume. You may eat lunch with your client, so please note that children cannot share your food or other kids' foods. Client allergies and restrictions are also listed on the client's CR page, and our therapy rooms and common spaces are peanut-free. Sometimes new patients do not know, and so they may bring in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Please let manager or a BCBA know, and they will communicate with the parents and provide an alternate meal. Please communicate with parents in person at the clinic and refrain from exchanging phone numbers. Confidentiality is priority, so we communicate using client initials at KCT instead of full names. This is something to ensure confidentiality. We use the child's initials for ABA clients and first name, last initial for outpatient clients. Personal cell phones may not be used as a reinforcer, timer, or for any other purpose during therapy. Contact a program manager or BCBA for any needed resources. Please attach the listed disclaimer to your email signature. You can copy and paste from the emails that I've sent or one that any other director has sent to you. ABA therapists and RBTs should email about clients only to a manager, BCBA, or director. Email should only contain client initials. We are reporters of client abuse, neglect, and exploitation. If you feel there is something that should be reported, please see Lindsay, Kim, Allie, or Frank, and they can help support you in making the report. At KCT, we want to create a culture of teamwork and encouragement. Some of the tools that we use are workplace rewards, collaboration across disciplines, local organizations, BEST program, ProAct Indy, and celebrations. Throughout the year, we celebrate birthdays, KCT anniversaries, holidays, and we also just provide some time of encouragement. Welcome to the Kids Count Therapy team. We're excited to work with you to serve our families. I've sent several emails to you this morning. We will continue our orientation by completing documentation and the ADP onboarding process.